Mojang just saved their latest update. Now, of course, recently in Minecraft Live, they announced the Pale Garden and the Crunching. Right after that, instead of the community celebrating, of course, they didn't really like it because it just seemed very bland, with some, but not all comments saying, I think the Pale Garden is a bit boring. The backlash isn't that bad, but most people were agreeing that the Pale Garden didn't really look like a garden, just kind of more of a retextured dark oak forest. In fact, that made me a little bit disappointed, to the point I actually made a short about it. There's a lot of people who really want this update to go right, and I think they fixed it, because in their latest update 24W44A, a snapshot version, they added falling leaves and a new plant called the eye blossom. And there's a really big feature I'm gonna say in a second. These are generally very well received features in the game, and without them, the Pale Garden just feels empty. And that's not even mentioning the single biggest thing that they've added in this update, resin. It doesn't really have any practical uses yet, but it's a great building block. Nice and shiny, very orange, unlike gold. There's no other block like it. I love it. So without a shadow of a doubt, this update is actually gonna be a really cool update. Originally, I was suspicious, and a lot of other people were, because of how empty the Pale Garden was. But now that they've added all this cool stuff, it's now turning out to be a really cool update. Resin can even be used to make armor trims. Now, this update is pretty well received from the community, but I have a small point I want to hear your opinion about. You see, the Crunching just recently got an animation update. The legs move around really smoothly, and when you're in survival mode, look away from it, it jumps at you with this creepy animations and stuff, much like the Warden. But I'll tell you, compared to other mobs, the creaking has way smoother animation. They're doing this with a lot of other mobs too, like the Sniffer. You can just see the animations are way smoother than any of the other animations in Minecraft. Same goes for the camel. They've just changed the way they animate mobs. I'm not saying it's bad, just a little inconsistent. And also, I like the leaves falling, but compared to other biomes, there's no falling leaves. Except for the Cherry Grove, which is also a recent addition. Now, if they were in the market of fixing this, what they could do is probably add leaves for new biomes, and for the animations, either make the cow's animation a little bit smoother, or make the camel's animation a little bit worse. Either of which I don't think they should do. Just maybe remember consistency with the updates. What do you think? This is definitely an interesting topic to talk about, and they're definitely changing the landscape of Minecraft. But for now, the state of Minecraft is very nice. And I'm glad they didn't drop the Pale Garden as it was, because now we get our cool new block. Maybe they'll even add some kind of use to the resin. Oh, and one last thing before you go. Mojang, please add the Pale Pumpkin. That'd be awesome. It would completely line up with Minecraft story mode. Bye.